Hi, I'm Doris Ann Bridgehouse. Today I'm going to be talking about hearts. It'll be the King, Queen, Knight, and Page of Hearts. And for the tarot, that would be cups. Okay, because just to go over it a little bit, the hearts mean how emotions, how you feel, how you think of things, how people see you and how you see yourself. Okay, the one thing I want to bring out about the hearts, you have to be careful that you're not taking things too sensitive, not being overly emotional. If you're doing a spread and a lot of hearts are showing up, yeah, there's a lot of love around you, but are you overbearing yourself and worry about other things that you don't need to be worried about? That's something like to think about. Now, the King of Hearts is a man or a person, like I said before. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be a woman that has those characteristics. The King of Hearts is a person that's quiet, just goes about his business, taking care of things. He doesn't need a lot of people patting him on the back. He's usually good, very good in business. Again, he doesn't talk about it, he just does it. He's also a person that keeps his feelings inside. So he needs to be drawn out a little bit more. And again, I want to go back to saying, where is the King's face facing? Is it on the side? What other elements are involved here? And when you see a king too, it can also mean like relatives that are around you that care about you, but you're not aware of it. So pay attention to when you see the hearts, because there is a lot of love around you, and maybe sometimes you don't always feel that way. Now, the Queen is a person that likes to take care of the home. She loves her children, but sometimes she can dote on them too much and not let them breathe, not let them go and be themselves. So when you see the Queen, you have to pay attention to where your life is at that point. Are you letting your kids grow? Are you letting things just happen on a natural basis? The Queen can overdo and do too much for other people. She has to like stand on her own and maybe learn like the Wands Queen would learn. Let things, speak up a little bit more. Don't keep things to yourself. Be free of other people's burdens. That's the main thing I want to say. When you see the Queen, learn to be free of other people's burdens. You're doing all the right things. And you have a lot of love in you. I want to go back to that. Now we'll go to the Knight. Anytime you see the Knight of, it would be hearts or cups, that means it's going to be messages coming in on a positive basis, all right? But sometimes we don't always notice that. So we have to start to think, what's happening around me? This message has come in. It was a positive message. I didn't even notice it. Because as always, when things go smoothly, we don't always notice what's happening. Now we'll go back to the, and I wanted to say that's messages. I mentioned it was messages. Also, it can be messages from loved ones from the past. Now, if you believe in spiritualism, that you have loved ones around you, be open to that. Someone's trying to get through. Someone's trying to tell you something wonderful. And this could be in the physical world that we live in also. Now we'll go to the Page. The Page is a young person again. I always see the Page of Hearts. It could be a person like a teenager type of, maybe up to 22, could be to 25. And pay attention to what cards this person is facing to. If it's a negative card, meaning it could be something that they're not working on. This also is a person, a young person, that cares what their friends think too much of, and they're sort of led instead of being a leader. A parent needs to be involved in this thing, because that person could be a pushover, and we don't want that, because we easily get into trouble, and that type of thing. Well, that's our session with the hearts and cups. I will be talking more about the swords and spades pretty soon. Thank you for watching.